Alright, welcome back guys. We're going to go ahead and get started again. Last video we just got done with level 2, picked up a few power-ups along the way, and we got levels 1 and 2 taken care of. I think in this video I'm actually going to do some more power-up searches. I might be able to get through level 3. We're going to go ahead and see how this goes. Alright. I did load up on a little bit of money there in level 2, which is going to be good, because there's going to maybe a couple things I'd buy, too. Let's see. Trying to think of things that I'm close to. Try and make this as efficient of a job as possible. Get over here. There we go. Alright, first thing you'll notice is you get these statue guys. Those are called Armos Knights. Sometimes there's a staircase hidden underneath one of them, like this one. And then you'll run into these moblins that'll secretly give you money. This one just gave me 30, which is awesome. Now there are some that are going to give me even more than that down the line. Oh, come on now. Hard time getting these guys off my back a little bit. Right. Yes, there's another one there. Now, I've been asked, you know, how do I know where a lot of this stuff is as far as where I'm bombing and the like. One of the things I'll tell you is that a lot of this was trial and error from back as a kid. I had been, you know, I mean, I was very little when I got into Zelda. Zelda was actually the game that pretty much got me into video games to start with. I could definitely give you that much. Yeah. I mean, I think I remember Zelda being one of the first NES games I ever played, if not the first. I remember playing it in a demo unit at a Walmart. And I remember getting like maybe like 3 screens into it and dying, but it was one of the first games I remember playing. Oh yeah, there's another secret there if you go through that wall. I think that that's where the easternmost peninsula has a secret that the guy gave me in level 1. The tip that he gave me, where that came into play. Now, I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of tip there. If you go into this little hut there's a gambling game you could play with rupees in there too. I'm gonna leave that alone though. Oh, when I went to that cave and got that letter, said to show this to the old woman. I guess I didn't even talk about that. There's a place that I can. Basically, that's how you get starting to get potions. Once you find the old lady and show her the letter, she'll start to be able to sell you potions. And anytime you go into a room where there's an old lady, she'll just automatically want to sell you potions. Alright, once I get to, I think it's 250 rupees, I'll actually be in pretty good shape. That's what I kinda am going for here. As a matter of fact, now you notice that they're being a little bit generous with the bombs now too, which is good. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I think one of these bushes burns. I just gotta remember which one. Ah, not that one. I think it's the one on the opposite side. I know one of these does. Hold up, guys. There it is. Okay. I love how it says it's really expensive, but that's actually the cheapest you can get the large shield. I'm going to go ahead and get that just because it's good to have. The big shield will protect you from fireballs. Certain ones. There's actually some fireballs that you cannot deflect, particularly ones that bosses shoot at you. Any of the ones that come from the Zoras or the statues inside of the dungeons, those you'll be protected against, but anything else, pretty much not. Alright. As you notice, I'm trying to load up on rupees right now, just because trying to actually buy some of the equipment that'll help me down the line. I'm trying to think. I think there was another... Oh, man. I think there's another burnable bush. And the screen below this one. Let's try this one. Yeah, alright. And it's only 10, of course. You know what? 10 is better than 0. Get off my back. Need to get full hearts again. The one thing I can tell you about this one as far as a challenge factor goes is you don't have diagonals to help you out in this one, so dodging enemies gets a little bit more difficult because you can't move in all 8 directions, unlike the other Zeldas. And then your attacks with your sword are only straight in front of you. You don't have the arc or the swing that you would get in the later Zelda games. That gives you a little bit more range as far as your attacks go. Oh, yeah, the fairy springs will give you full life, by the way. I just went past one of those. Alright, I need to gather up some more rupees. I think... Let's see. Yes. Alright. Now, a lot of these secrets too. That was the joy of being a kid back in the 80s. I mean, when you had a secret in a game, that was gold. Especially if you knew about it before everybody else. Because people would be asking you, how do you get past this part? And you knew how, so you could just shove it in their face and be like, oh yeah, that's how you do that. Alright, I should be able to get to 250 easy enough. 250 will buy me the blue ring, which will increase my defense. See, watch this. Well, maybe. If he'd actually shoot at me. He doesn't want to, though. He doesn't like me. There you go, see? Blocks his fireballs. Pretty nifty stuff. Come on, guys. Yeah, I don't need a fairy now, thanks. Now, there'll actually be some more... there's still plenty of places where I can get extra rupees, like I've been coming across, which is good, because there's a few other things I need to pick up, too, down the line. Alright, here, let me show you exactly what I meant when I was talking about the old lady. Now I can buy medicine. The 40 is only a one-time use, and then the reds, those 68 ones, those are a two-time use. Don't know why it's exactly an odd number. I mean, why it's not just some even number. 68 just seems odd, but you know, that's how they want to roll. Alright, come on, 5 more. And of course, nobody wants to give me any money now. Ah, there we go. Man, come on now. Thank God for fairies. The funny thing is that you have to have 250 to get the blue ring, but you can only carry 255 rupees at the max. So it's almost a full wallet buys you the blue ring. Which the blue ring is only in one shop in this game, and it's kinda hidden. I say kinda, I mean it is, but it's an easy enough one to find right here. And come on, there we go. Sometimes he does that. This is also another store you'll want to come back to too to buy that enemy bait over there on the right, because you're gonna need that to get past a certain point in one level. Otherwise, I really haven't found a whole lot of good use out of the enemy bait. Some people like to lay it down and keep the enemies off of them, but it's not really that essential. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead, I'm close enough to level 3 to go ahead and play it, so I'm gonna do that real quick, and that'll probably be my cutoff point for today. Also, one little trick in this game, is you'll notice if you kill all the enemies on a screen, they won't respawn when you come back to the screen. It'll take a few times before you come back to the screen, and then they'll finally start respawning. But if you leave one enemy on a screen, that same enemy will remain on the screen for the entire duration of your gameplay. In other words, if I go back to that screen, that same enemy will be there just by himself, which will be a lot easier to avoid. Now, that's not essentially great if you're wanting to stock up on rupees and things like that. But it is useful if you're just trying to get around fast and let's say you already have a good stock of power-ups, which might be something I do in the future, but by then I'll probably already have the whistle. Oh yes, these guys are Dark Nuts, and they, outside of Wizrobes, are the worst enemies in the freaking game. Because you have to hit them by the side or in the back. You cannot hit them anywhere else. The front, it does not hurt them. Ah, there we go. Yeah, because you know I needed bombs. Alright, anyway, I'm going to go this way because the treasure is down this route. I have 7 keys, so I don't think I'm going to feel bad about using one in just a second. Come on now. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, the boomerang will kill the keys, those bats. It'll also kill the small slimes. I think they're called gels. Ah, come on now. Now this one's a pain because I do have to kill all of them to open that door. Alright, awesome. Alright, now you got a whole room full of them here, but you don't have to fight them if you don't want to. You can avoid them if you want, which is what I'm going for here. Alright. Going stairs, the raft. Now the raft, what you'll be doing with that, there's some, basically like these docks that are off of the water, and you ride on the raft to the next screen. I think there's only really 2 places in the game that you can actually use it. One of them gets you into the next dungeon, which is level 4, and then the other one I believe is a heart container. Oh, you know what? I missed a heart container that I meant to get earlier. Oh well, I can get that next time around. Okay, let's kill these guys off. Another key. Alright, I'm going to show you right here where the bombs, as I was talking about, come in handy. I'll bomb this wall here. And you'll also see that the boss room must be the next room, because it's right next to the dot there. Alright, watch this. Just a well-placed bomb. Oh, come on now. So usually if you throw it right in front of him. There we go. Awesome. Alright. Normally you can get one right in the middle of him and it'll kill him in one hit. Alright. Third Triforce, guys. That was easy enough. Alright, let's kill this guy off. Get him out of my hair. Alright, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. We got a few other items, and we're moving on to level 4 and maybe a couple other power-ups in the next next edition. And be looking forward to having you guys watch again.